Welcome, I'm Vincent and this is my archive, a collection of the cozy worlds I inhabit. But why do we keep returning to these comforting places, to these cozy worlds, even when we are adults? Today, I want to explore that question and show you the diorama I created of a tiny burrow, a tiny world I can always come home to. I believe coziness is a very broad term. It can mean different things for different people. Maybe what feels cozy to me isn't cozy for someone else. I think something is cozy if it creates a warm, fuzzy feeling in your chest, if it wakes up your heart, so to speak. And pretty much anything could qualify as cozy for you. My experience has shown me that a cozy place or a cozy world can have several origins. First, it can come from nostalgia. Maybe your cozy place is a movie that you used to watch as a child, and now when you watch it again, it reminds you of those good times. Sometimes it's even subconscious. You might not even realize that the warm feeling comes from deep, forgotten memories of nostalgia. And reliving them through your cozy worlds makes you feel connected to those good times of the past. The second type would be aspirational. Maybe your cozy place is very different from your current life, but maybe you would like to do something to make your life look like that. Maybe it makes you feel warm inside because your heart resonates deeply with what you are seeing, and it's telling you that this cozy world could be real for you in the future. And it motivates you to work hard for it, for that possible future. The third origin of cozy places could be escapism. Your cozy world is completely different than your reality, and you know that it's impossible to live there because maybe your cozy place is a piece of media that depicts a fantasy world or a science fiction story set 100 years in the future or in another planet. However, even if it's escapism, even if it doesn't have anything to do with your current reality, stories always carry some truth in them. Even if a character is an alien in a strange planet, the character was written by a human like you, by an artist that put part of their soul in that character. That means that you can connect to the artist through that character, through the story. That means that even escapist stories have valuable lessons that could be applied to your real life, as fantastical as they are. So, I believe nostalgia reminds you of good times, aspirational media shows you the good times that could become your reality, and escapist media gives you hope and optimism while you work or wait for those good times to come. And the three of them are equally valuable, and depending on the stage of life you are in, you could feel more inclined to one of them than the others. And of course, these are only the categories that I came up with. It's my own interpretation of how I experiment my cozy places, and for you, it could be completely different. The pieces of media that become cozy worlds could be practically anything, from collecting toys from your childhood like Sylvanian Families, or a book series, or an old Nintendo game from the 90s, or maybe a more modern Nintendo game, cozy games, and any other type of hobby that you can think of. As long as it sparks something in you, you will know that it's the right world for you. So, why do I keep coming back to my cozy places? I guess that in different moments of my life, they can be valuable in different ways. Sometimes when I feel lost, I'll marathon a nostalgic TV show or a movie, and maybe you do the same, because we revisit something that reminds us who we are. Sometimes, when I'm in a productive or motivated period of my life, I will visit aspirational cozy worlds, and you might find inspiration in places like this too. And sometimes when I'm burned out and tired, I go to escapist worlds that help me recharge my batteries, and they can do the same for you. My cozy places have shaped me, and they continue to shape me, and I believe yours can shape you too. That's why I think we'll keep returning to them forever. And coming back to my diorama, so I felt the need to interact with my collecting hobby in a more tangible way, because when you are in a collecting hobby, it's very easy to get caught up in buying, pre-ordering, thrifting, or visiting shops for new pieces for your collection. And it's very easy to forget why you started collecting in the first place. So, by being active and creating small scenes, little rooms, or whole dioramas, I interact with my collection in a physical way, adding a whole new layer to my hobby. For example, I started sculpting with clay, and I create accessories and furniture for my figures, so I can make scenes exactly as I imagine them. That's why I wanted to create a diorama like this, because it gives more meaning to my hobby, and it has brought entirely new skills and experiences into my life. Why did I make it a burrow? Because it feels very cozy to me. There's nothing more comforting than hiding away in a hole in the ground during a harsh winter. Everything in this scene is peak coziness. The fireplace with the soup, the thick warm blanket, the tiny forest animals, the happy expression of the character. It's like a nest, and nests inherently are cozy. So I actually made this channel because I wanted to create an archive of the cozy worlds that I want to inhabit. If creating dioramas added a new layer to my collecting hobby, I think talking about my cozy places will give me a new perspective as well. A new way to experience and live through those worlds. I would love if this archive helps anyone discover a new world they would like to experience, and I would also love if this channel itself becomes a cozy place as well. And that's everything from me today, so thank you for watching and see you next time.